I would have not predicted that in the preseason.
I will give you one of Rose.
Can't wait till we get to that game.
Oh. And is Corey high for picking the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I don't know. Hopefully he'll save if he comes in, because I would like to know that Steelers this week. And hello there, dear viewers. We're back. It's week 5 of NFL and week 6 of college. I am not alone, though. Of course, though, we have myself, the Michael P.S. Hayes of the group of the Freebirds, Doug the D-O-U-G. We also have the Rick Root of the group, because he thinks he's ravishing because of how many kids he has. It's Travis.
What's up?
We also have the Birdman, Tassic. And hope everyone's having a good night. Of course, we'll probably see Corey and stuff in the thing. I'll get this put on Facebook and Twitter after the stream's done. But let's recap what happened this past week. First in college.
I don't want to talk about it.
Miami got gifted a win by the referees over Virginia Tech. Fuck the ACC. That was a touchdown.
Told you I don't want to talk about it.
I know you don't want to talk about it, but I got to say it. Rutgers upsetted Washington. Oregon beat UCLA. Kansas State beat Oklahoma State. Alabama barely survived Georgia. And Wolfpack beat Northern Illinois. I went 2-4, 21-17 for the college season. I'm going to say this before we get to everyone else's, how they did in college. To the people who put Alabama at 1, what kind of alcohol are you drinking? Because I could understand if you won 33-7. I wouldn't argue this. But you almost choked the game away in the fourth quarter. You should have lost that game if Georgia's defense would have made a stop in the fourth. Personally, I don't think you should even be in the top 3. It would be Tennessee, Texas, and Ohio State in the top 3. You can move those 3 around however you want, but... Sorry,
I wouldn't put Ohio State in the top 3. They haven't played anybody.
They haven't, but they haven't blown leads either.
Yeah, but they haven't had a test.
That is true, but I just can't buy Alabama because I'm like, I was more impressed with Georgia coming back than Alabama winning.
Well, don't Bama got to play Texas coming up?
So I think that would be... Okay. Good. Yeah. So that's the college for this week. Well, we got more college we got to do in a few minutes, but NFL week recap. Last Thursday,
we'll talk about it.
Cowboys beat the Giants, and anybody, and Dave, Travis, and even Tyson can back me up here. I was not overly celebrating. I pretty much am like this. We got the W, let's move on. Yeah,
we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I did not say that as a Cowboy fan. You guys know that. I just took the win and like, let's move on. We shouldn't be impressed with this win. Oh no. The most boring game and the worst game of the year happened on Monday, which we'll get to.
Can we talk about the Broncos and the Jets?
We'll get into that now because that's the next game. Broncos and Jets from last week. Broncos won. Aaron Rodgers and Jets. What the fuck? This should have been a gimme for you guys. I don't know what happened to this Jets defense because the Jets defense was supposed to be good, and they're nowhere to be found. And Aaron Rodgers, excluding week 1, and maybe the game they won, because I think they're what, 1-3 right now? Because New England's rebuilding. We'll get to Miami in a minute. And then Jets are the Jets. Corey says, SEC bias and strength of opponent and such a weird first month of the NFL.
Can we talk about his Raiders?
We're going to get to the Raiders in a little bit, don't worry. Also, we had Vikings upsetting the Packers. Jordan Love should have not been playing. I know, I just wanted to piss you off.
Shut up.
Falcons, with the miracle comeback proving that why you need a kicker, beat the Saints.
Cool.
And
Go.
Ashley, I know you're not watching, but your Eagles did not get cheated. They're just a bad team with all these injuries and a bad head coach who makes stupid decisions as they lost to Tampa.
Have you
Bengals-
noticed they've played even worse since he cried before the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
And
they
the
played
national
worse.
anthem?
Yeah.
Now,
Bengals beat the
I got
Panthers.
one more thing to mention.
What?
How great it was to watch Will Levis cry on the sideline.
Well, he's a joke.
We are not there yet. We still got to recap the other games. Bengals beat the Panthers. Finally, Bengals get a W. Jags show that they're pathetic as the Texans beat them. Colts beat the Steelers thanks to Joe Falco. Bears upset the Rams, kind of. Redskins showing that they might be the most dominant team in the division, beating the Cards. 49ers beat the Pats with ease. Browns forgot how to play football at the end, giving the Raiders a W. Let's get to the Raiders real quick, because Corey already mentioned this. Hope the trade everyone is talking about Adams for second and Jets rookie running back Allen would love it. As many of you know, looks like the Raiders will be making a trade because dysfunction.
Mr. Drama Queen isn't happy.
Where would Adams be going is the question. Where do you think he's going?
Oh, can I go?
Go ahead.
He's going to Kansas City.
Oh God, that's one for Kansas City. One for the Bills. All right, Tasek. What about you?
I say he goes to the XFL.
Damn.
Hoping he wants somebody that's going to cry on the sideline about being tackled all the time. But
That was good.
Yeah, he's not even going to play this week.
Yeah. Corey says Jets, Steelers are the clear favorite.
He's not going to the Jets.
Me personally, I've looked at it. I know Green Bay's been mentioned a few times, but I probably am going to go with the Jets. I feel like that's where he would choose to go because he does have in his contract. He can pick where he goes. He gets to decide the trade. So
he wants the Super Bowl.
That he does, which I wouldn't go to the Jets.
Why was he going to the Jets?
Steelers would make more sense. They're more.
No, the top two teams I see were three. Kansas City 1.
Because of the injuries.
Cowboys 2. Buffalo 3.
Okay.
They got the money.
They got the money, and they do have positions to fill because Cooks is going to be out for a few weeks.
And
he's got a knee infection.
Besides CD.
That would be fun.
I hate to say this. If the Cowboys get Devontae Adams and you have CD Lamb, they're going to be favorites for the NFC. If they can get a running game.
Yeah, there's the issue. We don't have no running game to save my fucking life.
Or an offensive line.
No, we don't. But the defense did better. At least we stopped the running game this week. So, Chiefs will be out. Ravens destroyed the Bills. Wasn't even close. Lions beat the Seahawks in a fun Monday night matchup. But, this is the game I want to fucking talk about real quick. I put it on Facebook saying this was the worst game of the season. So boring, I actually said I'd rather have watched a Roman Reigns promo. That's how bad the Titans-Dolphins game was, folks. I would rather...
Acknowledge me.
I'd rather have to eat dinner with Kirk Cousins and be nice to him over watching the Dolphins-Titans ever again. Between Titans quarterback getting injured and they're putting in Mason Rudolph, Dolphins, with all that best weapon on offense, can't do shit because the main one who makes that offense go is still out with a concussion. It's like they can't game plan without Tua. So, yay. And anyone who watched that Titans and Dolphins game, I hope to God you either on crack cocaine drunk off your ass or held at gunpoint or in a saw trap. Because that's the only reasons you should have been watching that. I don't even think the fan base wanted to watch that game after a certain point. But yeah, I can safely say, unless something else happens, Dolphins-Titans from last week will be the worst game of the year we've seen. Yeah, that's probably going to hurt Kansas City this week.
No, they play the Saints.
And Corey brings up a good point. And this is what I'm going to say, because I think we're all probably going to agree here. He says how the Dolphins don't have a decent backup after Tula's had like 5 concussions is a GM failure on a grand scale. I agree. I'm going to say this, Miami. Go get Ryan Tannehill. He's available. Save your season at this point, because if you don't, and you're waiting for Tua to come back, you're making the playoffs. You're done.
I'm going to make a trade. I'll give him Malik Willis for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I would talk to Green Bay because your backup was good. Hell, talk to the Steelers. Russell Wilson ain't doing anything. Yeah, he ain't gonna. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Damn.
With that being said, Travis, because you have the standings in front of you, give us the season
Yes, sir.
standings for this year so far.
In first place, at 39-25, is myself. In second place, at 37-27, is Doug.
Woo!
In third place, at 35-29, is Tassie. Tied for fourth, Corey and Rosie at 33-31. And in last place, where she's been there all year, ladies and gentlemen, at 31-33, Dave.
Dave, how's that basement, man?
Hey, you're still.
Well, you better get out of it.
Uh,
Oh, and I would like to bring it up. Can I bring it up, Doug?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think from Doug's records over the years, unfortunately, we had the worst record of the week last week. And poor Rosie at 3-13 for picks.
Yep, that is
But
a record.
I believe she will make it up this week.
All right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Corey said he had a terrible week. By the way, I should point this out for Rosie, because I went back as well. Rosie did set the 2 records, most losses in 1 week and most losses without getting a win first. So, Rosie, congratulations on those 2 bad records, which will never be topped,
But you're not
unfortunately.
last.
You're not last, though. That's the amazing thing. That's how bad Dave is. Sorry, Dave. We had to throw you on the bus. But let's get to the college games we got for this week. First, we have Navy versus the Air Force. I have Navy winning this one. I think both of them are undefeated or only have 1 loss each. I think Navy's the one with the 1 loss.
I can look it up.
Yeah, look that up. But I got Navy. I will be watching this game Saturday because I do love. I always watch the military games. It's what me and my grandfather, my great grandfather always did.
No. Navy is 4-0.
Ooh.
Air Force is 1-3.
Oh, okay. Must be Army I'm thinking of then. That's undefeated still.
Yes, Army's
Okay.
undefeated.
Well, Navy and Army play pretty soon, so if they stay undefeated, that could be for a playoff spot. Which will
Whole
be
bunch of grown ass men.
Yep. I'm taking Navy. Corey's taking Navy. Simplify. What about everybody else?
Navy.
Navy and Air Force, Dave. Navy and Tastic.
I'm gonna be the oddball. I'm gonna go with Air Force.
All right, 1 for Air Force. Moving on, we have Marshall taking on Appalachian State. Now, Appalachian State did not play last week because of the weather going on. That game was canceled, so they kind of got an early bye, so they're well rested. But I'm still taking Marshall, though. All right, 2 for Marshall.
I'm going to go with App State.
All right.
I'm also going to go with App State.
App State, all right. And when Coy puts his in, I will let it be known. He takes Marshall. Up next, and I already know who Coy's picking in this one. Game that's interesting now because of how the season's gone. Boston College versus Virginia. I'm taking Boston College.
You can know who I'm picking.
You're picking Boston College because you're a Tech fan.
Yep.
Figured that. Dave? Ooh. Boo. Fantastic.
Boston College.
Welcome to Beantown, baby. And I know Coy's taking UVA. He says we're going to have 89 team there. All right. Ooh. Okay, so they're going to have the historic team there. All right. Did not know that.
Oh, the team that won like 4 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
89, so, but. All right. Next game, I don't think anyone's going to pick the one team. It's UCF versus Florida. UCF, not even close. I want somebody to pick Florida just to be like, why?
No, UCF.
2 for UCF. Tasic?
Listen, buddy. I got to stick with the SEC on this one. Yeah, give me the Gators.
Oh, wow. 1 for the Gators, Dave. All right, Florida Gators. Corey hasn't made his pick, but he says, okay, Corey picks Gators, and this is to you, Travis. Team that was ranked #1 in the country. You know something that the castrated turkeys have never done. Damn!
Yeah, we didn't know. We were ranked #2 when we played Florida State in the national championship game.
Ooh.
Something UVA's never gotten close to.
Oh, we got a fight going. Woo woo. Up
Even
next,
though UVA had a good football team.
ooh. Up next, Indiana and Northwestern. I got Indiana.
Ooh, that's a good
Northwestern. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about Northwestern to trust them. So, Indiana.
Oh, what's Northwestern's record?
That I don't know.
Give me
Didn't
Indiana.
say 2. I said 1.
Oh, they're 2-2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Indiana.
Indiana, I believe, Tasic, you said Indiana.
Yo.
Dave? Oh, wow, Dave going with Northwestern. I actually like what they're doing. I think they can make a little bit of noise. I think a lot of people overlooking them because they're usually not considered a top 2 SEC team, but they've been well this year, Tasic. So I'm going to take Missouri over Texas A&M, and since this is the SEC, Tasic, you know these teams more than anybody. Who do you got?
Oh, goodness. I'm actually going to go with Texas A&M.
Oh, okay.
And I'm only saying that because they are at Texas A&M.
Okay. That's a good as reason as any. Travis, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Missouri.
All right, 2 for Missouri. Corey's got Texas A&M. And Dave. Texas A&M. Okay, so that's our college this week. By the way, I am spinning the wheel right now for next week's games. I'll give them at the end of the video, but one of them is already guaranteed because it's dedicated to my late mom because her team plays next week. And it would be her 1-year anniversary since she's passed, so next week's first game is for her. But getting to the NFL this week, we have 4 teams with a bye. So if you have any of these players in your fantasy team, please bench them for this week. Eagles, Chargers, Lions, and Titans have a bye, so fix your fantasy teams accordingly if you have any of them on your team.
Wait, I thought the Titans were by every week.
No, that's Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
Titans actually have a win, but tomorrow night we kick things off with Tasic's Atlanta Falcons at home taking on the dreaded Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers just showed their dominance after getting punched in the mouth a few weeks ago and destroying the Eagles. Atlanta is becoming this team that knows how to win when the game is close after making the comeback and beating New Orleans with a few seconds left this past week, and then a few weeks ago upsetting the Eagles on Monday night. So, can Atlanta do it again and take the division lead? Because they would have the lead if they win. Or does Tampa Bay continue their dominance with Baker Mayfield? Now, since this is Tassik's team, Tassik, convince us to pick Atlanta.
Pick. Give me the Dirty Birds, because they seem to be coming in clutch. And we only lost that game because of that against the Chiefs because of the
refs
wrong call on the defensive pass interference. But
yeah, I agree with that.
I do too.
Travis, what about you? Tampa or Atlanta?
This was one of my hardest games to pick, but sorry, I'm going with the Bucks.
Bucks. Fair enough. What's Rosie's pick? Because that's what I want to hear right now.
She is picking the Falcons.
Oh, you're not alone. Good job.
Oh, great. Now we're going to lose.
Well, it is a prime-time game, so there was a chance of that anyway. I'm taking the Buccaneers. We know how I feel about Kirk Cousins on prime-time games.
Hey, he won a game.
He did win, but I was more in Philadelphia choking. But I'm taking Tampa. I've liked what they've done. I think Baker Mayfield could be up for MVP this year because he's been playing great, except for the one loss they've had already. He didn't play that wonderfully. But give me Tampa. Dave? And you got the Bucks. I know I sent it, and Corey's got Atlanta.
Yep, so 3-3.
3-3. So, one thing I'm going to do then, because I said it last week, but I don't think anyone heard me. Whichever team has the most picks from us, we're actually going to pick them in my fantasy mode where I'm coaching the Titans. But, because this is a tie, we're leaving it up to the AI to decide who wins on the mode. So up next, we head to jolly old Europe for 9:30 in the freaking morning. I'm going to hate my life.
Yay.
I will be getting up to watch this game live, so God hates me. I kid on that part. It is the Jets against Minnesota. Vikings, one of the most surprising teams being undefeated. Aaron Rodgers beat them in the past, but the Jets have been, well, bad. They look like they have no enthusiasm, no energy. They're embarrassing, and of course, Madden says I wasn't moving my controller enough. So I'll bring that back up. But I'm taking the Vikings here to win. I don't trust the Jets right now, so give me the Vikings. Who does Rosie have, Travis?
She has the Vikings.
2 for the Vikings, uh-oh. Travis, what about you?
I'm going with them shitty-ass Vikings.
3 for the... oh no. I'm getting scared now.
Well, Corey has the Vikings, too.
Corey's got the...
After that really embarrassing game against the Broncos, I think the Jets are going to redeem themselves. Give me the Jets.
Okay, whew, so we don't fall into the trap. Corey says Vikings, their defense is insanely good. Dave, what about you? Vikings. So, congratulations, Vikings. You get a win this week in my fantasy league. Up next, we're heading to Chicago as the Bears take on the Andy Dalton and the Panthers. This was my hardest game.
Huh?
Because I don't trust the Bears quarterback at all. The Panthers are complete crap. I know they won a game with Andy Dalton already, but I'm like, this is probably going to be like the lowest scoring game. Corey's saying Kitty goes man, so he's got the Panthers. I'm taking the Bears only because I trust those special teams and defense a little bit more. That's the only reason. So I got the Bears. Corey's got the Panthers. Tassik, Panthers or Bears?
Give me the Panthers.
All right, 2-1. Dave? 2-2. Okay, so Travis, Bears or Panthers?
Yep. You think I'm going to pick the Bears?
Maybe.
No.
No, so Panthers. So, depending on who Rosie picked, either the Panthers get a win or the AI gets to decide it for my franchise. Who did Rosie pick?
Well, the Panthers get a win.
All right, Panthers get a win. So, Heh. Interesting. All right, wait. Up next, we're heading to WKRP Cincinnati as the Bengals are coming home after getting a win they needed against a Ravens team who, after starting out bad, have won back-to-back weeks with the running game. Bengals still look like crap, even with the win. Very not impressed by their defense. The offense is still questionable. You know, they got good weapons, but it's still questionable. So I'm taking my mom's Ravens to win on the road. Go Ravens, go. Who wants to go next? 2 for the Ravens. Corey says Kitty goes meow, so he's taking the Bengals. Travis?
Ravens.
Ravens. But he says he doesn't like the pick, though, for picking the Bengals. But Rosie, who does she have?
She has the Ravens.
So pretty much Ravens will get a win this week no matter what in my franchise. But Tasik, are you joining us for the crab cakes in Baltimore? Or are you going to go to WKRP?
I'm going to join you with crab cakes. Never had one, but I'm about to try it.
All right. Yeah, now, I'm probably going to shock people with this pick. This is the game I'm calling. I'm only watching if I'm getting paid $1 million. It is the Patriots at home against the Dolphins. If there was
3-2 final score.
Oh, yeah, that's being generous. If there was any game I could say that we could do, I'm taking the Pats here just because the quarterback can play. Dolphins don't have a quarterback. So give me the Patriots, which I feel dirty saying. But Patriots win. Tasik?
Oh, buddy, I might have to go with my team from Florida. Give me the Dolphins.
One for the Dolphins. Coy says Patriots. That offense is completely lost. I guess he means the Dolphins' offense. His offense is lost. Travis?
I got the Patriots.
All right, and who does Rosie have?
She's got the Patriots.
Okay, so Patriots will win in the fantasy, but Dave, who do you have? Dolphins or Patriots? Patriots, fair enough.
Damn, tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel. Damn. Up next, it is the Cleveland Browns who like to give happy endings, taking on the surprising 3-1. First place in the division, and they're in the Washington Redskin Commanders team with no name. Guess what, everybody? I'm going to take the Redskins here because the defense has been playing very well. The offense is getting points, and the quarterback seems to be the best rookie quarterback out of the 3 who were picked this past year. Cleveland, I don't think they found their running game since Nick Chubb's been out since last year. Let's be honest, they probably should have kept Baker Mayfield now, looking at hindsight. And the Browns' defense has been disappointing. So give me the Redskins here. Who does everyone else have?
Redskins.
2 for the Skins. 3 for the Skins.
Ravens.
Redskins. And Rosie has the Browns, and Corey says Washington. Daniel's number 1 QB in fantasy football. So let's hope the Redskins don't blow it. Up next, a game that I'm going to say will probably make AEW fans cry. Colts against the Jaguars. Jaguars haven't won a game. There's talks that if the Jaguars don't turn it around, Trevor Lawrence might get benched, and Doug Peterson might get fired.
Shocker.
Bill Belichick, yeah, because he's friends with the guy with the family. Colts will have Joe Falco starting at quarterback. You know, they still have a lot of good weapons there. The defense played very well, and even with the starting QB going out last week against Pittsburgh, the Colts still played great offensively. So I'm taking, as much as my mom would hate me for saying this, I am taking the Colts here to beat the Jags. I have no faith in the Jaguars. As a matter of fact, I think there's a better chance of me getting a girlfriend before the Jags actually do something relevant again. Coy says Jags since the Colts are talking starting Richardson. Oh, that's a bad idea for the Colts. Don't do it. So we got 1-1. Who does Rosie have?
She's got the Colts.
2 for the Colts. Travis, what about you?
I got the Colts.
3 for the Colts. Dave. And Tasek.
Give me the Colts.
All right, so Colts get away. I find it funny just looking back real quick. The only game we had a tie-in was the Bucks and Falcons.
Yep.
Everything else is like so one-sided at the moment. Up next, we're heading to Houston.
No, yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Up next, we're heading to Houston as the Texans take on the Bills. Battle of 3-1 teams. Both teams probably will be back in the playoffs because the divisions are kind of crap for different reasons. Because the Jags are pretty much Chicago White Sox, and the Bills division, everybody else is hurt. Give me the Bills. So I know they just got destroyed by Baltimore, but they'll bounce back. I know Von Miller suspended for 4 games, but at least I think it was 4. I know he's suspended for a while. But 4 games. But the Bills are still a better team. They got... I think it will be a good game, though. Probably the best 1 o'clock game we get. But give me the Bills, and this will be the game I'll be trying to watch if they show it in my area. Travis, who do you have, and then Rosie's pick?
I got the Texans.
All right, 1-1.
And she has the Bills.
2 for the Bills and 1 for the Texans. Coy says, Bills, Josh Allen is football Jesus.
I want to say that.
Tasek, what about you? Bills or Texans?
Give me the Bills.
Bills, all right. So Bills win this week no matter what. But Dave, who do you have? Are you going to represent New York or are you going to Houston? Oh, wow.
Smart man, Dave. Smart man.
Well, fine. Not so fast as we say in college football. Up next, a game that I actually had to think about a bit. Not my hardest game, but when I did have to do some thinking.
Yeah, both teams suck.
Denver Broncos against the Raiders. Both teams are up and down right now, you know, dealing with some injuries. Broncos kind of a young rebuilding team. It is in Denver, and the Broncos defense has been playing pretty well. But what worries me with the Raiders in this pick, I know they still have some injuries. There's a situation with the player who doesn't want to be there. So those worry me. Corey has Raiders have not lost to them in over 6 years. He's injured, okay. Well, Dave, who do you have then? Raiders or Broncos? 1-1. Tasek?
Give me the Broncos.
2 for the Broncos. Rosie has who? Broncos, really?
Yep.
I'm surprised. What about you, Travis?
Give me the Broncos.
Well, Broncos win. Now, I'm also taking Denver, which is surprising me a bit because I didn't think I would take them a lot this year, but their defense has actually been pretty good. It's really the Raiders' injuries that make me not pick them.
Yeah, that's why I'm not picking them.
If the Raiders were healthy, I would have probably picked the Raiders easily. But the injuries kind of forced my hand on that one a bit. Speaking of injuries, Dave, we're heading to your team now. San Francisco is at home against the Cardinals. Dave, this is your floor because they're the your Niners, so who do you have? But why?
So the Cardinals? You picked the Cardinals?
He picks the 49ers. I kind of... You hope it's going to be a pretty day.
Maybe.
I got the 49ers. I just don't trust the Cardinals enough to actually pick them. Corey says 49ers cards are looking rough. So we got 3 for the Niners so far. Travis? To say if she picked the Cardinals, I would have just sat in the corner and be like, what's wrong?
I would have cried
Still love
and
you,
mocked myself.
I still love you, Rosie, but I would have cried. Okay, now Tasek. You're going to be the lone. Oh,
Okay.
God.
Here we go.
I've picked on the last 4 weeks and they've only got 1 win. Fingers crossed they finally get number 2. Give me the Cardinals.
Okay, I'm going to make this right now, make it official. He's the only one picking the Cardinals. Tastic. If the Cardinals win, I will buy you a $10 PSN card.
Damn.
That's how little faith I have in the Cardinals, so.
You know what? I'll do you one better. I'll add $10 on my side too.
Okay. So we got one bet going this year. This is our first big bet. A $10 PSN card's on the line.
If the Cardinals lose, I'll give.
I mean, the Cardinals could win because Call of Duty hasn't came out yet.
Yeah, I know. That worries me, but so shake on it.
Exactly. I'm
Butcher,
air shaking right now.
I am too. So if Cardinals win, he gets a $10 PSN card from me. Up next, we're going to LA as the Rams are at home against the Packers. Now, Packers disappointed a lot of people this past week because Jordan Love didn't look ready, Travis.
It's fine.
Travis?
It's fine.
This
was
is
close.
your floor.
We came back. We lost by 2. We just need a new fucking kicker.
Kicker's metal, folks. Remember that. Correct. But Travis,
well, here's my thing.
Give us a reason. Give us the reasons why Green Bay's going to win.
Because Jordan Love was rusty. Oh, yeah. Why? Yeah, that's why. He was throwing interceptions and right. We're going to win because the Rams, they only beat the 49ers because it's division, blah, blah, blah. Then they look like crap against the Bears. And they're going to look like crap against us. But, yeah, but there's no panic yet in Green Bay.
No panic. That's good. Now, who does Rosie have?
She has the Packers.
And so does Coy. So that's 3 for Green Bay.
Oh, my God, he picked the Packers.
Coy says
We
Green
lost.
Bay Raiders defense backfield is Swiss cheese. Tastic. I almost said Travis again. Tastic, though. What about you?
Oh, buddy, I'm going to have to go with the Packers.
Packers. Dave? Oh, no. Well, Rams, congratulations on the win because I'm also taking Green Bay.
Great, now we lost. Fuck.
No, we've been lucky with this year. That curse hasn't hit us that often. I think it's only hit us once or twice.
Doug, if you were going to pick the Rams, I would have bet the $10 on that too.
All right, up next, this is what I got to see Rosie's pick for this. Giants against the Seahawks. Yes, the Seahawks just got obliterated on Monday, but they were playing a good team. Giants look like a clusterfuck. I'm surprised they haven't fired their head coach and thrown Danny Dimes in the river.
Can't much.
Yeah, Coy's taking the Hawks. Who's Rosie taking?
She's picking the Seahawks.
Holy shit, 2 for the Seahawks. Thought you would have picked the Giants. Dave, what about you? I know this is a divisional, but are you really going to be brave here and take the Giants? Well, it's official.
You call him to see what last year? There we go.
Yeah, he's in Raccoon City. Travis, what about you?
I got the Sequax.
Sequax. I got the Sequax, though. And Tastic, what about you?
So, listen, I was getting ready to pick the Giants until Dave over here picked the Giants. And I'm just because of off his record, I'm going to have to go with the Seahawks.
Jesus, shots fired.
Shots fired. Up next, and this is probably the game I'm alone on, I have a feeling. My Cowboys on the road against Pittsburgh. I'm not even going to try to convince anyone to pick Dallas just because I'd be like, why? We can't stop the running game. Steelers are good at running. We got injuries out the ass. But I'm going to ride with my team to the bitter end. So with that being said, when Pittsburgh probably wins, dodging a major fucking miracle, I will be singing It's in Pittsburgh. It's in Pittsburgh. I will be singing
Time out. You want Dave and I to tell us why our team's going to win. You just told us why your team's going to lose.
Because I'm sorry. We have no running game. We pretty much are going to have to depend on CeeDee Lamb and Dak to get us out of this. And we got injuries on our defense. That tells you how bad our running game is. We don't have a running game. Corey's taking Steelers. Steelers should win. Dallas has no run game or run defense. Yeah, excluding this pass rush when we stopped the run defense, but we couldn't stop the pass. So I'm not going to even argue with anyone for taking the Steelers here. But if the Steelers do win, if somehow they blow it, I will be singing next week the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 theme song. I'm going to take you for a ride. Because I'm going to be honest, this roller coaster this year for my Cowboys, I feel like I'm ready to end up in Final Destination on the roller coaster death scene. But give me the Cowboys.
Damn, he calling you already.
Talk to me in 3 weeks. Yeah, I know. I'm going to be dreading that game. I already know I'm probably going to lose that one too, but I'm still going to run with my Cowboys to the bitter end.
Like shit.
So one thing you guys can't say about me, I'm not a homer. I'm not gonna abandon ship. I'm gonna go down with the ship. So, who does Rosie have?
She's got the Steelers.
Not a surprise. Dave? Not a surprise, and I already know the Steelers will get this one in fantasy this week. Travis?
Can I go last?
Okay. Tasik?
Yeah, give me the Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers went on the fantasy. But Tasik, and thank you for doing that officially. Now, Travis, you did put the Cowboys last week.
I did.
Which shocked me, but I was happy to have some company. Okay.
Because you're a Cowboys fan, my dad's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, I know that.
Sorry, Doug. You're on your own.
Yeah. I'm on my own. Now, I'm going to say this, if somebody's going to say, Cowboys win, Doug. Are you going to go all happy, rubbing everyone's face? No, because I'm not jinxing myself for next week, if that happens. All Cowboy fans...
I will say, after the Steelers lose, we will see Russell Wilson the week after.
Okay, I will agree with that. Now, I will say this to my fellow Cowboy fans. Do me a favor if we do win. Don't go up and down saying it's our year, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Because until we can get the monkey off our back of winning in a playoff game, we need to shut the fuck up about it, okay? Okay? Because remember, even last year, I didn't say we were dumb boys or we had a chance of winning the Super Bowl until we were like, what, week 14 or 15, guys? Because I was pretty much didn't say shit, so...
Then what happened?
We ended up losing in the playoffs, yeah, so guys, other Cowboy fans, we got our asses beat, but it's a loss, yeah. We play the Lions next, so we need to be quiet doing this 3-game spread, okay? Because we have 3 tough opponents, so we just need to shut up and not brag or anything when we win these 3, okay? If we win one of these 3 coming up, I'll be happy. If we do any better than that, great. Lions and then Niners. Yeah, not an easy road, unfortunately.
Wait, who do y'all play after the Niners?
Yeah, we don't have the best. Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Then they play the Eagles.
Yeah,
then the Texans, then the Commanders, then the Giants.
Yeah, this is not going to be an easy.
Good Lord.
Yeah, end of the year schedule is kind of easy, but it's this next 4 games.
Your game is the Panthers at the end of the year.
Well, I would say Eagles would be easy because of how they've been.
I don't know. They play y'all tough.
They do, but their coach is the issue. Great, and neither coach is great, but I'm just hoping these next 4 games, because 3 of them are on the road, if we can just win 1 or even go 2-2, I'll be happy. But the injuries will hurt us in the end. That's what's going to hurt us. But we got one more game.
I think the easiest game for y'all is this week.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get it. If we don't, I'm not going to be upset. I'm like it was expected. But we have one game left to talk about, and that is the Saints and Chiefs, aka handicap match. Saints are going to be having to do with the Chiefs and the refs on Monday night. You know Taylor Swift's probably going to be there.
Where's it at?
Kansas City.
Fuck.
Corey's taking the Saints, though, just because injuries, etc. have to catch up to KC at some point.
I applause his hope that the Chiefs lose.
I do too, but I'm picking the Saints here. Taylor Swift's supposed to be at the game, rumor has it. It's on Monday night. You know they're not going to want to piss off Taylor Swift if she's there, so Chiefs win.
I have a question about her.
What?
Did she get a boob job?
I think she did, yeah. I thought she always had small tits years ago, but maybe she's just wearing fake push-up balls. I have no idea. But right now we're 1-1. Who's Rosie's pick?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Tazik?
Oh, yeah, give me the Saints.
Wow. We have a chance to not to have the AI decide this, because this would be the last one the AI could do. Dave?
Come
He's
on,
laughing.
Dave.
Who do you...
Come to
Okay.
you last.
Travis, who do you have?
This is the only game. If I get wrong, I'll be happy as shit. But I'm picking the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Okay. So, Dave, if you pick the Saints, the AI decides the winner of this game in my fantasy.
Well, here we go.
Feel good. Okay, fair enough. Corey says injuries have to catch up to KC at some point. No running backs. Old Kelsey and Bly, rookie wide receiver with good Saints defense.
Now when they suck the refs off.
That is true. So, we can advance my next week. Because next week when we do picks, I'll be doing the game against the Colts as the Titans. So, let's see who won those two games, the AI, that we did not force to win on. Real quick, before we go to next, I just tell you the week 6 games for college, or week 7 for college, and then the games to look ahead for next week for NFL. So, how did those go for Atlanta and Kansas City? So, week 5, damn, Atlanta beats Tampa Bay, the AI says, 55-24.
Jesus.
And
That's
Did
not
Baker get
happening.
hurt?
New Orleans beat Kansas City 21-16.
Hey, I'm high.
Well, yeah, I don't know who the Atlanta quarterback... well, no, because Atlanta's got Justin Fields as the quarterback. So, damn, that one good for them. Looking ahead
Justin
to...
Fields scored 55 points?
Apparently. That shocks me.
Wow.
So next week, here are the games we're going to be keeping an eye on for next week for the NFL. Thursday night next week is the Niners and Seahawks. Next Sunday, unfortunately, we send probably one of the worst games in history to Europe. Jaguars at Bears in Europe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God help us all. Packers at home against the Cardinals.
Yay.
My mom's Ravens against Redskins.
Ooh.
Raiders at home against the Steelers. Cowboys at home against Lions.
God bless you.
Uh,
Probably not.
Falcons on the road against the Panthers. So Falcons, congratulations. We're all going to pick you and you end up blowing it.
Maybe.
Don't say that yet. Sunday night next week will not be a fun game. I don't want anyone to say Dallas and Steelers are bad just because of what next week is. Bengals and Giants.
What? The Giants got a side game?
Yeah, Giants are at home that week against Cincinnati.
Who's
And
that?
then, what?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then next Monday night, it's Bills and Jets at New York Jets.
Did the Niners got a bye?
Niners have a bye. You play Thursday night, yeah. They got Seahawks on Thursday.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a stat to tell everybody.
All right. Tell us a stat real quick before we get to the college games
All
for week
right.
7.
Starting tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
we will have 55 consecutive days of football, of college and NFL, until the day before Thanksgiving.
Because there's games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and...
Yep.
All right. Thanks for that stat. That means I want a good thing I don't have a family or kids or a wife. I get to enjoy that. So, the college games we have next...
Everybody who bets for 55 days, don't go broke.
Don't go broke, yeah. Betting's bad. The amount of primetime games, Jets games, is stupid. Yeah! Aaron Rodgers helped with that.
Yep.
Too many Jets primetime. But as far as for college next week, the 5 games have been decided by the wheel, but the first one is for my mom. Remember, next week would be her 1-year anniversary since she's passed. So the first game will be dedicated to her. It will be her Maryland Terrapins against Northwestern. Have a good night, Tasic. I knew he was probably going to, because he's got a race, I think, to do. He's tired, because I know he had a headache. So we got Maryland Northwestern next week. As far as for the 5 games the wheel decided for us, Utah against Arizona State, Penn State against USC, Army versus UAB, LSU versus Ole Miss,
May be good.
and Iowa State versus West Virginia. LSU and Ole Miss was next week. So those are the college games we have to look forward to next week. And of course, we've already went over the NFL. So, good luck to everyone's teams this week. Again, remember to update your fantasy teams. If you have one of the teams on a bye this week, Eagles, Chargers, Lions, and Titans. Good luck to all your teams this week. Of course, we will be back here next Wednesday for another pick show. Enjoy the MLB playoffs as well if your team's still alive in it. If your team's been eliminated, at least you made it to the postseason. And just remember, you're not as bad as the Chicago fucking White Sox. Of course, I will be doing another stream in a little bit of me being the Buccaneers quarterback, winning our last 4 games to get us into the postseason and the #1 seed in the NFC in a little while. But until...
You know what